What up? What up? What up? This is Mike, the philosopher, along with Sean B and Kamal Aristo. One of the soldiers is down with the bug that's going around, so we want to wish him a speedy recovery to black male. So we're going to continue on. The show must go on. And the topic of today, first, let me explain what BMR does. We cover existential questions, reviews, and absolute rankings of all things. And today we're going to do another review. And this one is kind of controversial because we got some skeptics in the house right now. The topic of today is scientists' breakthrough. Experts share evidence for a previous universe. There were universes that existed before us. Now this is huge, because what this does is it kind of flies in the face of a lot of religions. Because if there was a universe that was here before, there were probably people here before, planets here before, suns here before, all of that stuff. So, and that would also insinuate that God didn't say, "Let there be light." It was already light here before.
So they out here saying, "Oh, we can prove it was a whole nother universe." But they can't prove how humans came about. They can't prove how the pyramids was built.
Well, I mean,
it's all these theories, but
you're
saying they got proof.
Hold on, you all over the map. They're not trying to prove the pyramids or nothing. This is about the universe. Let's stick with just this topic here. And what they're saying is,
how can you prove something you can't touch? Something you can't sample.
You can prove it by, well, look, man, here's the thing. A lot of times you can prove things exist simply by mathematical equations and by scientific experiments. They have that Hadron Collider, you know, and that Hadron Collider can actually see things and bring out new elements that were not before known. That's why they built it. Okay, there are a lot of things you can create, like Planet X, right? They can't see Planet X, but mathematically they can figure out where it has to be something out there that's causing a gravitational pull.
So mathematically, why they can't figure out how the pyramids was built? You know what I mean?
Who said they didn't figure out the pyramids, man? They figured out the pyramids.
Really? So what story did they go with? Was it slaves? Was it aliens? Or
no, it wasn't.
What?
And it wasn't. Well, it was hired workers that actually took pride. But you're getting off the subject, man.
All I'm saying is, you said we originally started with they proved that universe existed before this one. So before we talk about a universe existing before this one, you got to prove where this one came from. And in the article that I read, they still wondering about Big Bang Theory. Instead of Big Bang Theory, now it's a series of Big Bangs and oscillations. And it's your theory is going to keep on theorizing until you actually come to the conclusion of. But I ain't going to say it. I'm going to let people believe what they want to.
You never stop learning, man. You never stop learning.
So all I'm saying is, how you going to say you proved that something existed as vast as that, and you ain't even proved where this one came from? How you do that?
Okay, let me read the article. Scientists just revealed that experts just claimed that there is evidence of the a fact that there were past universes that may exist in the night sky. These are the remnants of black holes from another universe, according
Black
to the
holes.
yeah. Some people think that this universe is the bottom of a black hole. So in other words, there was a black hole that existed, and space and time and everything pushed went down. What is all that noise? Space and time and stuff, everything pushed down into that black hole and created this universe on this side. And that was that black hole is actually what created the Big Bang. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's there are some people that actually think that.
But in
There are,
that article that you just read, or if you keep reading, don't it say that they suggest that this universe is a series of big bangs and oscillations, as
uh,
opposed to being created by one big bang? Is the theory?
what say again?
They say it basically it's multiple bangs. And to go back to not skip over what you just said, you said they think that the proof of that is the black holes that are in the night sky.
I'm
But I thought
I'm not.
black holes were dying stars.
Well, no, black holes are not dying stars.
That's what they used to say when I was a kid.
Well, the black holes are the um is what's left after a supernova of a star. So it's the death of a star that goes supernova and then punches a hole in time and space.
Right. So like when we see a star, they say that that light that we see is so far, far, far away that by the time it burns out and dies, we'll still see it however many years afterward. But then basically after that star dies out, it becomes that vacuum in space, right? Or is you saying like that's basically the life cycle of all stars, right? They after producing the light, they go supernova, and
Not
then
all of them. Not all of them. Like the sun that we got, it's not going to go supernova. There's not going to be a black hole from the sun we got
and why not?
because it's not big enough. It's just not big enough.
What the stars that we see in the sky are bigger than the sun that we see?
Yeah. We got a midget star. We got a midget sun. It's not that big.
So it must be rather close then.
I
to
mean,
be
in the grand
bigger in
scheme
our
of things,
sky than
to
the
our
other stars, right?
in the grand scheme of things, to our viewpoint, it's huge. The sun is huge, but in
Right.
intergalactic space, it's a midget. It's not very big. It's considered a yellow star. That's not very bright, not very big, not very special, and it's a secondary star.
So to follow you, you said that our sun is a smaller star than the stars that we see at night in the sky. It's bigger in our perspective to us because of the type of star, but that would also suggest to me that if this star is so much smaller than the other stars that we see at night, then it must be closer to us because it seems so much bigger in the sky. Like, I don't know if you've ever been outside at like 4 or 5 a.m. ish, 6 a.m. ish, when the sun and the stars are both in the sky, but the sun is always bigger than both the moon and the stars. So it almost sounds like the sun is closer to us than the moon and the other stars. Well, maybe not the moon, but definitely the other stars.
Unfortunately, man, I have no idea what you're talking about. All I'm saying is the sun is a regular schmegular, as Cardi B would say, regular schmegular, nothing special about it, star.
That's close to us then. It gotta be.
Close to us. That, of course, that's close to us. That's 93 million miles away. The stars
I don't know about that far.
In the sky are not miles away. They are light years away.
Every last one of them.
Most of them, yeah. Most of them, yeah. Because space is vast. But you can still see it. This is why when people tell me,
you sound like that dude on Star Trek or something. Space is vast.
It is.
I was waiting for you to chime in.
It is.
I guess
it is. It's light years.
I mean,
I think the closest one is about 4 light years away.
Okay. Let's start with all the science fiction, all the sci-fi. Can we stop with all the sci-fi one time?
This ain't sci-fi,
you know,
bro. This is a real,
the novas and black holes and come on now with the novas and black holes and you know the stars beyond stars or whatnot. You know,
it's a real thing.
Steve. like the TikTok videos. You know, TikTok. You know, even the dude himself. What's his name? The Armstrong, the dude that's supposed to have went on the moon. They got a TikToker on that. You know, he's saying out his mouth himself. We never did that, you know, because the moon is not something you can land on. You know, it's not a big rock or something you can land on. You know, they need to stop that one. like I was saying earlier, this is a strong delusion. It's a strong delusion.
That's ridiculous.
And gravity, man. That's a theory. Gravity is a theory. It's not in scriptures. You know, what is that?
Theory?
Gravity. You know, is there something they made up? Just like NASA. It means deceiver. You know, it's all fake. It's all false. It's all science fiction. Just like in their movies. They'll show you in their movies. Now let's go back to the CERN thing again. The CERN collider or whatnot. You know, but talking about opening up portals and stuff. Just like in they Stargate show. And let's go back to Raiders of the Lost Ark and all of that. But anyhow, that CERN thing, like I said, once they do that, it's going to be trouble.
It's already running. What are you talking about? Sean, pick.
It's running. It's got to get to where it got to get to. It's got to get to where it's got to get to. And once it get there, they already showed that in one of their movies as well. You know.
What are you talking about, man?
I'm talking about the CERN collider and what they're about to.
CERN.
You're talking about releasing the Titans.
CERN actually exists.
Exactly.
CERN actually exists.
And we're talking about releasing Titans. Let's read.
Releasing Titans?
Yeah.
What do Titans? What Titans are you talking about?
Let's read.
Just tell me, man.
Yeah, let's go to that movie they made with the same black dude that was in that movie, that was in the Eternals, you know, and we know what that was about. That's about them planets you're talking about.
It's about the planets?
Yeah, it's about them planets you're talking about.
Look, man. Okay, let me finish reading the article, man, because you all over the map. Science just revealed to experts.
I'm not over the map. That's sci-fi. You know, I'm talking about the realness.
This ain't
and what they put in their movies, man. And they telling us.
In order to have sci-fi, you have to have science first. Okay.
They tell us all in their movies.
Science
just like the so-called planets. To ancient history, these are people. These are gods, so-called gods or demons, you know, that came to the earth and taught man this evil. That's where you get the article from. That's where you get the ends of the earth from. That's where you get the ends of the earth from, according to their movie.
That is a myth.
Okay.
That's why the CERN collider was there. How can you believe that over
releasing Titans, and that's why they put it in their movie.
How can you believe
they put
that?
it all in their TV shows, cartoons, commercials.
Listen, man. You just talking and talking. You ain't really saying nothing.
I let you talk about the science fiction before, you know, the novas and the superstars and
answer a question.
Sun 93 million miles away from here.
How can you believe the aliens
the earth is vast?
Gravity?
Who told you that?
How can you believe that before you believe in gravity? I can show you gravity.
I don't believe what they said. We monkeys on a spinning ball. We evolved from monkeys. A Big Bang, monkeys came and we on a spinning ball now.
Yeah,
I don't believe that one.
We on a spinning ball because of gravity. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that heathen said.
You got a pic, Sean? You still got blank screen, man. What's up with you and your pictures, man? Yeah, we are on a spinning ball because gravity does exist. Gravity.
The same people that put us on the love boat told us this. I don't believe that.
Okay, you can see people jumping out of airplanes. It's a great demonstration of gravity. Isaac Newton seen it when he seen an apple fall. It gave him the idea that gravity exists. He was only about 17.
That came from Apple Newton. Newton Apple. That heathen, he don't, it's gravity out here. No, stop.
Yeah, he's seen, that's right. Newton's apple.
That heathen, yeah. Well, I don't know too much about the heathens and them scientists, mad scientists, and the Frankenstein dude, but I know it's all a lie.
It's not a lie, bro. It can be demonstrated. It can be demonstrated.
Yeah,
it's
being demonstrated. Like they CERN collider.
Off, that would be a great
what devil or demon they got, as they statue for the CERN collider, that 9-headed dragon or something, or 9-armed armed goddess or whatever. Yeah.
I think that's the name. Shiva.
Destruction. Total destruction, because that's what it's gonna be. Go watch that movie again, Godzilla versus King Kong.
And you believe that? And you believe that?
I don't believe nothing, but what I read, but what I know.
Okay,
I don't believe nothing.
Well, read a science book then, bro. Maybe you'll be on the right path.
That's sci-fi, I know what the black dude in that movie was saying. He was a conspiracy theorist in the movie. The same movie he was in Eternals and doing the most abominable thing a black man could do, kiss another man all in the mouth.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. Stick on the subject.
I'm talking about the Disney 666 movie. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about
and what they showed,
and the universe,
and what,
man. You
and what they had showed,
Stay on the subject.
I'm on space because that's where they come from. They come from outer space. I'm talking about Mars, Pluto.
So wait a minute.
Mercury, Saturn,
do
Jupiter.
We as a collective believe that the Anunnaki existed?
Do you believe the Anunnaki
Yes,
existed?
they did.
They did. And so did they come from Planet X? Or Planet X.
Planet X. So that's the thing, it's with the CERN collider, because it's the underworld. And they know this,
I just want to tell
what's in the underworld. It's going to be something they don't want to see.
I want to tell a viewing audience that this is not some troll. Ski actually believes this stuff. He's not trolling. This is not built for entertainment. This is real life belief system that this brother got, and it's not even understandable how you got to this point. It seemed like he believed all fables and no scientific.
I don't. So exactly, like the Microsoft dude. The Microsoft want to be microchip man now. It went from Microsoft to microchipping. That
Yeah, but guess what? You can prove that stuff, Ski. You can prove
and now
gravity.
We see it coming.
You can prove quantum mechanics to a certain degree. You can prove you make a sun if you understand the world. You're not trying to understand the real world around you.
They making that because they want to bust through something. Something they can't bust through.
But guess what? They'll be able to do it before you, because and if they are trying to build weapons with it or make it a weapon or whatever, they'll have it before you. Why? Because for whatever reason, our community don't want to embrace science and technology.
How did they bust through it in Game of Thrones? They had a big demon. He had to be demonized. The big dragon demon had to be demonized to bust through it. Yeah.
You're not even listening to a word I'm saying, man. You only
think
about your next rebuttal about some.
I'm not into sci-fi. I'm into reality.
About Game of Thrones. I'm talking about these guys proved that there was a universe here before. And I know that it's going to shake up a lot of worlds because this flies in the face of a lot of religion and fables. You believe in the Anunnaki.
It's called predictive. It's called predictive programming. You want
to
get your mind on this.
But guess what? It can be proven. It can be done. It is look. Science can be proven. Okay, this whole there was a universe here before. We could put that into the theory category, but I didn't even get to read. I didn't even get to read through the whole article to find out how they got to that point, because
we heard of that before.
I had to hear of the spinning ball and monkeys. Okay.
Just like we know the Earth is a billion years. It's billions and billions of years old.
Yeah. You can find out how old things really are due to a decay. Okay, there's a way to find out the real age of a lot of stuff. In carbon decay, because it decays in a
we're going back to Mesopotamia. That's where we're going.
Mesopotamia,
the oldest civilizations, Mesopotamia. Let's go back there.
I mean,
like the
read history start
was,
there.
Yeah, and then Babylon and stuff. And when come Gilgamesh and Nimrod, and then Egypt, ancient Egypt, and all them places.
Yeah,
talking billions and billions and billions and billions and years ago. Stop it. The mad scientists said that, It's like the mad scientists want to do what is, from Microsoft to microchip.
Do you get upset when scientists discover new stuff?
What did they discover?
It seemed like
they didn't discover nothing.
New scientific.
They're destroying everything.
Hold on.
They got Terminators now.
No, listen. They are discovering new stuff and they're building new stuff. Okay.
We
talked about Tony Stark was a scientist.
We talked about China and how they created a sun. Okay, and y'all seem a bit disturbed by that.
They created a weapon. Why do you keep calling it the sun? It's a weapon. It's not a sun. It's something to destroy something.
It's not
something
a
they can't destroy. Something the Most High created. Yeah.
It's used for power. They just harness the technology to create their own.
Why do they need that? But why do they need that power?
Because they're a $1 billion population. I mean, 1 billion people in China. That's why. Why do you think they need it?
Who told you that?
Who told you that?
What do you mean? Who told me? The population is quantifiable.
No, it's not.
You can. Yeah, you can.
No, it's not.
Man. You can take a census and find out how many people it is. They know they got a billion people. Yeah.
A census.
What was your question, Sean?
Okay.
What was your question?
I had a couple of them, but so to address it's like, look, all right, yeah, they already got solar panels. They got windmills, right? So we've been coming up with ways. We have batteries and generators.
But here's
transformers, right? I used to build transformers.
Okay, but here's the problem. Here's the problem with that. You're dealing in China. You need real estate to create to lay out all those solar panels. They don't have the real estate to make all these solar plants and the solar panel places. They need something in a small proximity that will create enough energy, because they got 1 billion people out there. Okay, they got skyscrapers. They and
it's a nuclear reactor.
They don't have enough land to lay out a whole.
That sounds like something that's going to cause a lot of destruction.
It's not going to cause a lot of destruction. It's going to cause for a lot of.
This makes everybody happy.
All they need.
This is going to make everybody happy. We got all this power.
In one way or another.
Only one person talk at a time, man. Because I don't want us to get to a point where we shouting over each other, man. Make your point, make it quick, and then and stay on the subject, man. What were you saying, Sean?
I said, long story short, all they need is for that thing to malfunction in one way or another, and they putting the whole human existence in jeopardy.
Well, not necessarily.
I'm not mad at them for trying to create a new way to harness electricity or to give power to cities. I think their wording is kind of interesting, because in the past they've worded things cleverly that turned out to be actually used for destruction. And that's kind of what they do. They'll word things cleverly and make it sound really good. And then once we're following it, we find out at a later date, like, oh, wow, it's the old switcheroo. And so to address the two topics, right, because you said they got this artificial sun. I'm not mad when they make technology advances. I do get quite frustrated and irritated when they say, right, like I would applaud medical advances, right? That actually helps people. But to say you proved the whole previous universe when you still can't prove this one, I'm not interested in that.
What
Shut
do you
up.
mean they
Shut
haven't
up.
proved this one? What do you mean? Where it came from?
Yeah, human existence and where this universe comes from.
I mean,
is
but
still
look at it
theoretical.
this
Pops.
way.
Hold up. Let me get my rocks off. It's still theoretical, and it don't help nobody to be over here theorizing about something we ain't gonna get to. Me, you, Kamal, none of us. Even if offered the opportunity to go to space, probably wouldn't. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing, Sean. If you can prove that there were universes before, that practically automatically proves that this one came from that one. Okay,
I'm calling BS. They don't know nothing.
You can call. You can call that. But if you can prove that there were other universes, this one becomes elementary. At that point, because it proves it in and of itself. But we ran out of time. Thanks for joining us. And since the BMR covered it, now it's official. Hit the like,
check out
share,
episode 2.
Yeah, and hit the like, share, subscribe, and we will check y'all in the next one. And go to blackmanrankings.com for t-shirts. Peace. We'll see you in the next one.